meteorologist Alana Brophy.
We're always looking at ways to help the Great Salt Lake in our awesome state, aren't we?
Yeah. Tell us a little bit more on this Thursday, Alana.
Well, knowledge is power, Sarah. I mean, at the end of the day, we've got to get that infrastructure and, of course, monitor the great resource of the Great Salt Lake. They don't call it great for nothing, right? Here's a look at Flaming Gorge. Sun was going down. Andy, thank you for sending this. Isn't that a gorgeous shot showing the clear skies? We've got dry conditions today, and it was a stunner of a sunset. Thank you to Ted for sharing that one. Love the cloud cover and the pop of color. Dawn got a great one coming out of Sandy. Oh gosh, it's nice to look at sunset photos after all of the wild weather we saw thus far for the work week. We're not showing those flooding videos tonight, no, because we had a dry Thursday, and that pattern will hold on as we head into tomorrow. We had a few showers just flirting with the state line there, Utah-Idaho border, where lingering moisture held on today, but a drying overall pattern was noticeable. I have to show you this. Check out the mom moose. I'm in my mom era, so you're going to understand, but there's the baby with mom up at Bear Lake. Thanks to Brian for sharing this. That's the closest you can get, and it's only on camera. You'd never want to bug them in the wild, but gosh, great video coming out of Bear Lake where it was a gorgeous day. High temperatures today were just slightly above average. 92 is the high in Salt Lake. We went 94, 90 in Logan, 80s in Evanston, lots of 90s throughout central Utah, hit 100 in St. George. A nice day and exactly where we should be this time of year. We were able to bump up temperature-wise because of the drier pattern and the sunshine that we saw today, and we'll keep that trend going for tomorrow. Mid-70s as we close out ABC4 News at 10. Our sunny skies lending itself to clear conditions as we head through the overnight. Mid to upper 60s for those lows along the Wasatch Front, into the 70s by 9 a.m., and we're heating things up, and we'll go a degree or two above average. Okay, we were dry today, and when we talk dry, let's look at the drought monitor. It's Thursday, and the newest numbers are out. What you're seeing is a lot of yellow. 89% of the state considered abnormally dry, but that's not terrible. When we look at the moderate drought, which is noticeable near Iron County and in the West Desert, that represents only 7% of Utah. So we had heavy rain come through this week that will be represented on the drought monitor next week, but giving you that update that we have been below average when it comes to precipitation in Salt Lake since April. We're changed that this month with the precip we've received. Dry conditions setting up with our ridge of high pressure still in control. That's been our summer pattern, and we watch as that high bulks up. Friday looks like with our southwesterly flow, the warmest day here. But as that ridge and that area of high pressure sets up towards the Four Corners, we start grabbing moisture from the south of us, dragging into the Beehive state, and that's going to allow for monsoon moisture to increase and storms to make a return. Those storms are going to target your weekend. The other player here, key player, is that low out there in the Pacific Northwest. If that moves inland or intensifies, that could change the game when it comes to storms in northern Utah. So we're going to watch that closely and keep you in the know. As we look at the future cast right now, it's quiet. We're going to stay that way tonight and into tomorrow. But you start to see the influx of moisture into southern Utah late Friday. So tomorrow into Saturday, and then we have some storms popping up. Here we are just before noon, and we get some echoes of moisture along the Wasatch Front, where isolated storms are expected. With the daytime heating, we're going to see those storms blossom in south central and southeastern Utah, as well as along the higher terrain into Castle Country in the Basin. That's where the model loves it, but we know with an excess of monsoon moisture that we could see the potential in the West Desert also push towards the Wasatch Front. Sunday looks even more widespread, but let's go Saturday, because tomorrow is going to be a nice dry day, and then our general thunderstorm threat comes back for the entire state. So if you have Saturday plans, eyes to the skies type of day, and it stays that way for the weekend as our flash flood threat returns. It's back. I know it was nice not to worry about that for a few days, but it's already forecast to hit the probable category for Zion, Grand Staircase, and near Lake Powell for Saturday. Not the day to be hiking in those low-lying areas. 80s and 90s for tomorrow. I take us a little warmer with our southwesterly flow and our sunshine ahead of the changes for the weekend. 100 in Moab, 103 in St. George, where we welcome back those scattered storms for the weekend, and they're going to stay even as we head into our Monday. Notice those temperatures easing into the upper 90s, low 100s. Here's the Wasatch Front, where you see those 90s sticking around for the next 7 days. The chance of storms returning for the weekend and into early next week. But Friday is a big day.
Hey.
It's the Beehive Blitz. And you're going to notice in northern and southern Utah, we don't have the chance of precipitation. It is the season.
Nice.
You
Yay.
You couldn't give
the
us better
season.
weather for it. Say thank you, Wes.